Okay, computer engineering team, I'm gonna need your help on this one. I'm just kind of dead in the water for a lot of reasons. Um, Let me begin by the first part. This is kind of where I'm at. I've got most of it right. I just can't get this main function to come over, and I can't figure out how to make it run correctly without crashing my gear. I don't know if it was I just got to factory reset it potentially. I'm gonna give that a shot today, and then just reset everything back up, and then hopefully it was like a memory thing. I don't know. That's the first problem I have. The second problem with it I have is here I'm using an HP, and I'm trying to figure out how to use this Kotlin course to make Hello World. And I'm immediately, because I'm using a different computer, here I'm using a Chrome OS, and so you have to kind of think about this from a geometric perspective. And what I mean by that, computer programmer, is you got to get an HP Droid and do it with the tool you have. There are very different routings for what this does, whether it be Java. I have an HP Droid. I have this specific model of HP Droid. I have a Mac or whatever else. And I'm sure it gets a lot easier when you get up to the MacBook and everything else. But remember, we're here for beginners. We want to build this in such a way that they want to be able to get a MacBook or a Windows, something heavy Alienware. But there's no need to get them that far to buy a piece of equipment when they won't have the skills. And short of going right to the college and saying you need one at the college level because of that tutorial breakdown, we can't have vast differences between this project and opening up files, and between this one being right here.
This means that you can type something and it will know how to complete. Go ahead.
Just right off the hop, he's gonna get here. And mine wasn't that. Mine was something completely different. And here mine was Kotlin way down here, and I had all this stuff inside of here. And I have no idea. I've been trying to go through individually, trying to figure it out. So my first one was the main one. I got it, but it wasn't functioned in any way. So then I tried it again. I found the Kotlin one, and that's this one with some script stuff in it, which is great, but it didn't operate the main function, and I still can't run it. Like, his has a play button here, mine doesn't, and I'm basically dead in the water at that point in time. And even if I did, the hello world function's not doing a lot of good for me here. If I can't get past what I need to get past as far as making this ball skull map work in a significant way. Yeah, again, it's really equipment based. When we look at this, I would venture to say, your iPads and your stuff like that is going to be a little bit low. I'm sure I could get it on there. I'm not going to be able to really use this on my iPad. I was checking into it. Apparently, I need a keyboard for that to make it efficient. I can understand, but inside here, I'd imagine you'd start with your HP Droid, your Chrome OS systems. That's like probably your lowest end of the ability to do anything in here at all. And then we got to figure out, all right, so with that operating system, what's practical? It may not be something that is new. Like a ball, I need an operating system. Firstly, this one. This would be the best thing. You need to be able to literally configure everything on here, because I don't need this much information. I'd assume from a rookie standpoint, you just need some of the basic things so you can practice the basic scenario on this repetitive string for monotonous numbers here. You're just gonna go process through it 10 times, and it's got to be this fast. Write it down, Bart Simpson with the after school writing it on the chalkboard thing 10 times in a row, and then you delete it and then just run it, because it'll build you some memory motion instead of just trying to do salty dog once here and doing it. So I would love to learn how to do this stuff. I'd love to make an app, or just a couple of pages, a web page or something like that, or even just some, some file like this that I can say I ran the program, I got a little, page on it with Snake in the Apple game going down, or a little chess AI game and something like that. Those things are super critical to have as far as a catalyst to base this off of. And personally, whether it be Hello World, the ball, the ball and the skull, which would get you to a chessboard map, I think is one of the best catalysts that there ever really was out there for it. Checkers would probably be a little bit easier. But I think those are your routes that you got to do, because this is going to be hopeless as far as not having an actual teacher to help you with the equipment you have, or to mandate what equipment would be best for you to have given the courses. Because here, Kotlin may be an operating software. It's got to be HP. It's got to be Windows something. But it's an Android development thing. But what type of equipment is best for it? And I don't know. I'm just rambling, I guess. This is a mess, though.